You're watching Notepad. I'm your host Ibrahim Sani. Currently, I am in TRX, precisely Menara Prudential, because we are towards the end of the year and we want to take stock on the kind of activities that are currently happening around the city. Later on, you'll be hearing a briefing by Datuk Azmar Talib, the CEO of TRX City's Berhad. He's going to be explaining to us the kind of progress that they're making throughout the year, and of course the kind of plans that are in store when it comes to TRX. This is Datuk Azmar Talib of TRX.
I'll be giving an overview of the entire TRX, but he will be focused on the mall, the Exchange TRX. Okay, first and foremost, I just want to recap that TRX City Berhad have been and is still wholly owned company of Ministry of Finance Incorporated. And of course, now the vision, I'm just about to recap. The vision of TRX is to create an international financial center in KL. That is a vibrant, compelling international financial center. Again, when we do this, we have also benchmarked ourselves against some of the IFCs in the world. It's in Canary Wharf, London, IFC, Hong Kong, Dubai, and Marina. Of course, we also look at what they have in Wall Street. But anyway, we all also know that Wall Street is not designed to be an IFC. It has grown organically over the years. Okay? So when it comes to positioning of TRX, now we know that TRX or KL, the main attraction for KL is commercial, retail, or shopping. So we want actually to integrate both the shopping and create a new CBD for KL. So unlike many CBDs in the world which grow organically, and now TRX actually is designed for to be a CBD with purpose. That is, it stands out of its vision as an international financial center. And we were also very, very lucky at the point in time when we planned TRX. The government was also planning to enhance the connectivity and mobility of people's mobility in KL. So because of that, we have been able to pull the two lines into TRX, and the only interchange for MRT, there is MRT1, MRT2, is in TRX. And we have contributed, this part of our contribution, not only because of our common parentage, but because of our social obligation. This part of the ESG thing that we have actually embarked upon 10 years ago. So in here, we don't allow MRT to acquire our land, but we go on coexistence. That actually augurs well, and that have actually propel new business model, which also reduces the cost of doing business for public purposes. So in this respect, MRT intersects in TRX, and as you all know, MRT actually serves the bigger Klang Valley, the greater Klang Valley, which I call serve the 6 or 8 million population of KL, and I suppose with this it will change the landscape of how KL people will live life. Okay, and in this go back to the here, looking at micro, we see that at the end of the day, the real golden triangle of KL is going to be further defined. So we have got KLCC, which is already there. Then, of course, we got the new 118, Merdeka 118, and the IKEA. And we look at this, TRX is in the center. And it is next to the existing retail or shopping belt of KL, that is Bukit Bintang. So because of this, I'm going to explain further afterward, we are doing our part to help elevate KL and enhance the pedestrian mobility of people in KL. That will actually make a lot of places to be seamlessly connected. And just to share with you, I mean, a very peculiar thing about TRX, we have already gotten our own, you can see our own postcode. Our postcode is 55188 Tun Razak Exchange, Kuala Lumpur. So that's specifically dedicated for KL. For maybe, because I was actually pressured by the Chinese community to ensure that I get this number, so I already gotten that number. Okay. So, yes, this just to recap. TRX, the 24 million square feet of space, apart from being CBD of KL, with a focus, focus on actually supporting the place to be an IFC, is also a TOD, a real transport-oriented development. So, from TRX by MRT 1, MRT 2 to any end is 45 minutes. And it's 3 minutes per station. So, if eventually, once this is completed, I would believe that people would want to have an international address. So, they want to be in TRX. Then, their back office can be 1, 2, 3, or whatever stations away, because the further you go, the cheaper, the rental or not would be. So, okay, we have got 50% of our place, our space to be developed as office, and our philosophy is not to create speculative development. So because of that, you see in TRX, the developments, the buildings that have been developed are all either owner-occupied or single tenant. The only building that is available for rental is the ST106. So people will be asking why that is building that has been built, because we need to have a space for people to rent. Okay, then of course you got residential, and our joint venture partner with Landlease are also developing. We got 6 blocks. Now we are developing 2 blocks, and of course CCC Corp from China is developing 1 block. And then we got hotel. One of the hotels are we are now constructing, and we have got a brand. I suppose Stuart is going to explain that further afterward. And the retail mall. And the peculiarity of this is our retail mall and the whole entire of TRX is also a thematic development. So where the mall is, we call it mall in the park, park in the mall, because we are going to have a 10-acre park on the mall. So people will actually go to the park, get into the mall. So the advantage of having the park on the mall is that we have got at least two floors of so-called ground floor. Where people come from, because it is exposed to exposed to the pedestrian, exposed to the entrance. So again, TRX, the TRX are supported by these 5 elements. Number one, it is, a financial hub. It's being developed as a financial hub, and of course we have invested a lot in connectivity by rail, by road, and also pedestrian. And then the third thing is, it is we also invested a lot on smart and sustainable element. And talking about the smart and sustainable element, now the jargon is SG or not. But we have embarked on this 10, 11 years ago. Now we have planned, we have designed, and I believe one of the reasons why people like Landlease chose TRX was because of this element too. Because this is a very, very important element that the international world actually have required. This is part of their core requirement. You know? And this also have actually enhanced our level of service tremendously. You know? And then the safety and security. Okay, we have spent so much money on this, and we have done a lot which are beyond what actually is required. Because what we do was, we say we want to develop an international financial center, and then we have to understand now who are the people that we want to bring in, and we have actually to look at their key requirements. And we have spent a lot on this. As example, apart from the rest, and now we are also actually having a police station and also a fire brigade, a small fire brigade in TRX, which is quite not normal. You know? And on safety too, most of the safety and security, the big bulk of the elements are going to be actually managed by the new digital equipment. Yeah? Okay, again I have mentioned about world-class built environment. This is important. This is also eventually the hallmark from public point of view. You know? What we are doing is to create a new public realm for KL. So KL have got a great public realm in Dataran Merdeka, and apart from I'm talking about the city public realm. We are not talking about the lake gardens, whatnot. Those are bigger. But in the city, rather than just being a concrete jungle, now we got Dataran Merdeka, we got KLCC Park. But what we are having in TRX is something different. The park, our public realm consists of 3 elements. One is the entrance or the walkway, the pedestrian passageway from Bukit Bintang, that is from along Jalan Gading into TRX, and then the public realm at grade that we are developing. Then the hallmark is going to be, the pinnacle is going to be the public realm or the 10-acre city park on the mall, which is currently being constructed.
We'll go for a short break before we continue our conversation with Datuk Azmar Talib of TRX. Thanks for staying on with us. This is Datuk Azmar Talib of TRX City, Sdn Bhd.
So these are some of the details. Yes, like what I said, TRX MRT, the only MRT interchange is in TRX. It's a huge, it's a massive station down there. Of course, by roads. And this place, though we all know Jalan Tun Razak sometimes is choked with traffic, but what we have done is that we have invested a lot of efforts and money, to improve, to have direct connectivity to major thoroughfares. This include, direct link, underground link, tunnel, from and to and from the smart tunnel, and then we are going to have direct connectivity to Max Highway, of course Jalan Tun Razak, and then the latest that we have done, this is the latest addition, is we are going to have direct connectivity to and fro from the Duke Highway. As we all know, the Duke Highway circumnavigate KL, KL City, and if we get into Duke Highway, we can seamlessly, get into any part of KL, in the quality time, quality travel, and of course, from KLIA to TRX, door to door, highway, no traffic light, it's very seamless. So of course, one very important that we also actually have embarked on actually is the development of the pedestrian mobility. That is hyper important. So what we have done is we have worked together with DBKL to improve. We have contributed towards DBKL to design, and also to a certain extent also to do up some of these pedestrian walkways, that will enhance pedestrian mobility. We are trying to develop pedestrian walkways that are not only conducive but also safe for the pedestrian. So we hope with this, this will be able to facilitate people to come into TRX. Some of our smart and sustainable initiatives they have done all this energy. These are the basic things that we have done. Energy efficient. Yes, we comply to all the requirements for that. And then water. Water actually is one of the key things that we have done. We are doing wastewater, we call it wastewater treatment, where we recycle water. The byproduct is water for cooling, water for flushing, and water for irrigation. So with that, we reduce our consumption of potable water from Shabas by at least 50%. So that is a huge effort that we have done. Afterward, maybe we can actually show you the plant. It's a huge plant we have got there. And just to share with you, because of that too, we have actually attracted, we have brought in IWK to come in to partner with Veolia of France, which is one of the world's biggest water management company. And for them to have that learning curve, to learn the technology, the development model, the business model, the operation model. So we are happy that there is additional contribution that we have done for the nation. And of course, digital backbone, that is very, very important. Then, so integrated flood protection, yes, this one is very important because our development actually coexists with MRT. So we have to ensure that we are not the source of the problem for MRT. So because of that, we have our base level actually have been increased, to suit MRT's requirement. In TRX, when we did the master plan, we have been we have secured the lead ND means neighborhood development gold certificate, and for GBI we have already received the platinum professional certification. So this provides the base for the plot developers to actually follow through and secure a good rating. Okay. And just on that one just now, each and every building in TRX at least LEED or GBI certified. Either based on the various to achieve the various level. So we have in doing TRX, we have worked very, very closely with BKL because this is going to be the new, icon for KL too. So the BKL have supported and actually played a big role actually in helping us to realize what we are, because a lot of things that we are doing here are not business as usual. So we are planning for tomorrow. So there are a lot of things that we need to change or we need to challenge, and the BKL and most of the authorities actually have been very, very supportive. Okay. So this is what I mentioned just now. That is pavilion. So we are together with the BKL improving this jalan guarding, we call it. And maybe afterward, before you go down, I can bring you to my room. We can see that place. That is going to be a mini Ramlas, La Ramlas. If you are familiar with Barcelona, they got a huge Ramlas, but it's going to be mini Ramlas. And this stretch is going to be very, very important because it will actually allow people to actually commute effortlessly from the current shopping belt that is Bukit Bintang into TRX. In TRX, they will have a different kind of experience. because our concept is different, because I mentioned just now that TRX is a thematic development. Okay, so this is the artist impression, but there are a lot of changes, Stuart. There are a lot of changes from here, because we have also improved a lot of things. So these are what you can see down there. So yes, this is, now you see this tree, the tree is already there, but we are going to actually improve the surrounding. But this tree, I call it sacred tree. No, it's a rain tree which was planted in 1957, and we were so lucky that the tree was located at the center of the public realm, and we are treating it, and we hope that it will survive long time to come. So it's a very exciting thing. So we are also helping actually to improve the streets outside TRX, and now we are doing that for the BKL. And these are some of what you're going to see on the park. Just before I come to this, see in TRX, one of the things that we have done is we spend actually a lot more money than normal to enhance and also to ensure that we have got a robust infrastructure, because that's very important. In any place, infrastructure actually is the element that also would actually pull down or actually bring up. So one of the things that we have done in TRX is we do not. We did this dedicated utility tunnel, which is costly, but we believe that will actually help us a lot in the future. So the proof of the pudding actually is the eating. So what we have got is we have been able to assemble a host of investors, and despite whatever that have actually happened, despite COVID, whatnot, and these investors are steadfast, are still here, putting more money, investing in this, and actually progressing very well. And I'm happy to say that together with all these investors, you can see the investors, except for Afin, the rest are all international. I'm very proud to say that we have got a big host of big numbers of international investors in TRX, and together now we have actually apart from actually creating what we have created, but the way things are being done here actually I can say that have been very, very exceptional. So we have actually been able to gather the knowledge, expertise from various international communities, from Australia, from UK, from China, from locals, whatnot, and at the peak in TRX now, we have got about 16,000 people working at the peak, and Alhamdulillah, you have not heard of TRX cluster. COVID. So because we are very stringent, very stringent, we got a very good policies and SOP, which everyone adhere and comply to. So we have inoculated everyone, and we spend a lot of efforts and money, in doing that, because life matter. We really take care of people's life.
So that was our conversation with Datuk Azmar Talib, the CEO of TRX Cities Nambahat. We are shooting on location at TRX, precisely in Menara Prudential. But of course, do stay tuned for our second part of this media briefing by Stuart Mendel, the head of Malaysia for Lend-Lease. That's coming up in the episodes after this. If you've missed any part of this interview, just head on to astroawani.com and search for TRX or Notepad. I'm your host, Ibrahim Sani. Catch you in the next one.